If you thought winning big awards was part of a complicated formula, then think again and just follow our 10 easy steps. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 ways for actors to win an Oscar.
Now, I'm doing it because I've noticed that if you do a film about the Holocaust, guaranteed an Oscar. I've been nominated 4 times, never won.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at historically proven ways an actor can net themselves an Oscar. We're not saying following any of these options means Oscar gold is a given, but since these steps have proven effective in the past, they couldn't hurt either.
Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man, look retarded, act retarded, not retarded. Count 2 picks, cheated cards, autistic, show, not retarded.
Number 10, work tirelessly on the movie's press tour. Once you've attained a measure of success as an artist, it's pretty much par for the course that you'll lose a little or a lot of privacy and become at least a partially public figure.
I'm not gonna lie, it was the hardest, film, professional thing that I've ever done.
While a select few have managed to stay out of the spotlight, giving interviews, making late-night talk show appearances, posting on social media, and other related promotional acts are all part of the game for a majority of actors and actresses.
We had months of rehearsal, so it was really fun to learn to ballroom dance and tap dance and,
Doing these things is even more vital when you're on a mission to gain recognition, as would expressing faith, confidence, and passion in the production, as these will help you remain on the radars of voters. Besides, if you believe in the project, wouldn't you want to show your support?
And so this moment happens when your name gets read out, and it's such a sort of extraordinary euphoria.
Number 9, feature the comeback of a has-been.
I just want to tell you all how happy I am to be back in the studio, making a picture again.
Audiences love to see a washed-up has-been at rock bottom find a burst of energy to triumphantly rise to the top, in both movies and real life. In Sunset Boulevard, silent film star Gloria Swanson was lifted out of obscurity to play Norma Desmond, an aging Hollywood actress who gets her shot at returning to the big screen.
You're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures, used to be big.
I am big.
The same praise was bestowed on Mickey Rourke for his turn in The Wrestler, the story of a waning wrestler who can't let go of the ring.
Doc, I'm a professional wrestler.
That's not a good idea.
Well, what do you mean?
Although playing a comeback kid might get you the nomination, both Swanson and Rourke went home empty-handed.
You know, if you live hard, and you play hard, and you burn the candle at both ends, you pay the price for it.
Number 8, play a character with an addiction. Addiction ruins lives, but on screen it can be compelling. For example, Nicolas Cage won an Academy Award for his portrayal of a suicidal alcoholic in Leaving Las Vegas.
Maybe you shouldn't drink so much.
Maybe I shouldn't breathe so much, Terry.
The tortured artist is a prevailing trend in Best Actor winners, from Jamie Foxx as the heroin-addicted Ray Charles in Ray, to Jeff Bridges as an alcoholic country singer in Crazy Heart. We can all connect with the heavy emotions stirred up by addicts struggling to get by in the world, and it makes great material for an actor who wants to show their dark side and be taken seriously, like Anne Hathaway in Rachel Getting Married.
Yes, I was stoned out of my mind.
Number 7, work with great directors who have won before. One of the first steps to becoming an acting awards contender is to choose the right project, so why not start with a director?
It was so crazy, and you would have died.
Whenever esteemed filmmakers like Scorsese, Spielberg, Fincher, Iñárritu, or Cuarón step behind the camera, there is Oscar buzz. Of course, part of it is just about making the right moves in the chess game that is Hollywood. But don't underestimate the effort that goes into these career-defining roles.
As far as I can tell, my place is right here on the smart end of this rifle.
Gifted directors know how to pull the best performances out of their actors, and that's why you'll find the actors giving them top honors in their acceptance speeches.
Those sorts of means like, standing man.
Number 6, star in a period piece. Everything about a period piece screams Oscar bait. Requiring extensive makeup, hairstyling, costume and production design, period pieces transport viewers to bygone eras they would never visit in reality.
That's all we ask.
Oh, that's about a shilling's worth.
Forget about the blessed shilling!
And if we ever ask ourselves why we want to watch a history lesson instead of an exciting movie, it's because it's the actor's job to show us the humanity behind the story. Gwyneth Paltrow isn't an awards darling, but she won gold with Shakespeare in Love.
There is no day for me to look upon. She is my essence.
Colin Firth did the same with The King's Speech, as did Jean Dujardin in The Artist, which was even put together as if it were shot during its era. Number 5, star in a film about the Holocaust.
I told ya,
do a Holocaust movie. The awards come, didn't I?
It says a lot that one of the most unspeakable atrocities in history has become one of Hollywood's most reenacted. The Holocaust has the scope to summon shock and awe in every moviegoer, and its story can be told in so many ways. For instance, it can be a romance, for which Kate Winslet won in The Reader, as a comedy, like Roberto Benigni in Life is Beautiful, as a biographical drama like Adrian Brody in The Pianist, and even a Manhattan-set drama like Meryl Streep in Sophie's Choice. As Kate Winslet once joked, if you do a film about the Holocaust, you're guaranteed an Oscar.
Schindler's Bloody List, The Pianist, Oscars coming out of their arse.
Number 4, don't hold back on the method. When an actor really dives into a role, it becomes impossible to separate them from the character.
Is that crazy enough for you? Want me to take a shit on the floor?
Jack Nicholson took the plunge when he and the cast of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest moved into the psych ward where the film was shot. Adrian Brody got rid of his phone, car, and over 30 pounds for his role in The Pianist, and Daniel Day-Lewis never once broke character, even texting co-stars in the voice of the long-gone president while shooting Lincoln.
I couldn't tolerate you grieving so for Willie because I couldn't permit it in myself.
And then there is Leonardo DiCaprio, who slept inside an animal carcass and ate raw bison to get into character for The Revenant. Number 3, lose and/or gain weight. Everyone shows up glistening and gorgeous to the long-awaited ceremony, but countless stars radically alter their appearance to play the big role, and nothing says dedication like packing on or dropping pounds to get closer to the shape of the character. For Dallas Buyers Club, both Jared Leto and Matthew McConaughey shed weight to play HIV/AIDS patients, and both went home with Oscars, Best Actor for McConaughey and Best Supporting Actor for Leto.
Congratulations.
Anne Hathaway went on a lettuce leaf diet to play an impoverished prostitute in Les Miserables, and Robert De Niro famously went from fit to fat while playing Jake LaMotta.
You're killing yourself the way you eat. Y'all fat look at you.
Number 2, star as a handicapped, disabled, or mentally ill character. It's a concept famously parodied in Tropic Thunder, and however un-PC Robert Downey Jr.'s advice was, there's a truth to it nonetheless.
You don't buy that? That's Sean Penn, 2001, I am saying. Remember? Went full retard. Went home empty-handed.
The reality is that depictions of characters with disabilities have made for some of the most poignant performances in screen history. Remember Dustin Hoffman in Rain Man, Daniel Day-Lewis in My Left Foot, or Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump.
Life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Women struggling with mental illness have also stepped into the fore, with both Jennifer Lawrence and Cate Blanchett winning Best Actress for their roles in Silver Linings Playbook and Blue Jasmine respectively.
You are guaranteed an Oscar if you play a mentor.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
And I told Aerie, I don't expect to win the leadership, but I am going to run, just to shake up the party.
I've been hooking since I was 13, man. Who the am I kidding? I'm a hooker.
Number 1, do a really good impression of a historical figure. According to the BBC, 1 in 5 Best Acting winners take home gold for their depictions of real people, and come Oscar night, you can always count on some of the major contenders to be picked from biopics and historical dramas.
After what they did at the massacre, it's only an eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind.
Few have the acting chops to really nail this category, but when they do, it's monumental. Some notable examples include Reese Witherspoon as June Carter in Walk the Line, Eddie Redmayne in The Theory of Everything, Colin Firth in The King's Speech, and Helen Mirren in The Queen.
And it is my belief that they will any moment reject this.
To get under somebody else's skin is no small feat, and bonus points go to how spotless the actor's impression of the real-life figure is.
Since I was a child, folks have thought they had me pegged because of the way I am, you know, the way I talk, and they're always wrong.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.